Welcome again to another episode. In this one, we're gonna dig really quickly into the things that will change the course of this game forever. Like any other patch notes, you will find some things that you're not really interested in. So, let's extract the very and the most important things in this one. Let me start with, as you can see here, the Sword and Shield units will be improved in terms of their ability against ranged attacks, with the ability to block arrows while moving and fighting. This is a really good buff for the Sword and Shield or the Buckler units. When it comes to the Lancer Cavalry, the unit trait of the Moon Charge will be changed. So, when you do a charge, the unit damage and speed will be increased by 20% for every 1.5 seconds in that charge. And read this, Rally to Me also receives this amazing bonus. In my opinion, this might bring the Dagger Axe and the Cataphracts into the meta, but we need to sit and wait. When it comes to the Winged Horsers, finally they introduced the wedge formation, the triangle formation for the Winged Horsers. And this is a simple buff for the piercing armor penetration for all the ranged units. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to leave it here on the screen for a couple of seconds in case you want to read it. Now, let's see this. Soldier count. This is really insane. Imagine having 21 tercios in your squad. This is really good. The soldier count is amazing. I mean, tercios are going to be 21 from 18. Shinji gonna increase by 2. Hishig gonna increase by 3? Yes, 3. And Fusiliers, Imperial Arquebusers gonna have 4 more soldiers. Perfection Heavy Cavalry gonna have 5 more soldiers. Heavy Tools and even the Sea Stags. You know the Sea Stags? They are the mercenary blue muskets. Gonna have 3 more soldiers. Salim Shed's Cavalry as well, and Iron Cap Scout Cavalry. This overall is really good because these units did lack in number, and the lack in number did really affect them in the battlefield. And they just added a little notice in order to adjust the count change. The formation of the units above will change slightly, so that's nothing important. What's really important is the leadership cost adjustment. Like, look at this. Sold Militia for only 65 leadership. Squires are going 155. Spear Militia are going 80. But these are units that we don't really use. Like, look at this. The archers, like the peasants' archer, like the Gree archers, gotta be really, really, really low in leadership, allowing you to actually take them in the battlefield. I mean, they're still archers. They are still dealing damage from a safe distance, so they're not so bad. Like the Archer Militia over here, going from 75 to 45. And the Lady Bowmen going from 80 to 50. Rat and Vipers reduced by 10. Iron Cap, Cordeliers, Cartians, Godja Monks. Yeah, there we go. So we have the Bagpipers and the Alchemists. They are the support units. One gives attack and defense buff, which is the Bagpipers, and the Alchemist, which heals the unit. Both of them are support troops, and it's so logical to make them the lowest in their tier in terms of leadership. So as you can see, both of them are dropping from 130 to 90, allowing every single person to just simply jam them in their squad, jam them into their army. And of course, as I always say, be careful while doing a mastery for a unit, because you need a mastery reset card in case you made a change or actually gave your mastery points to a unit that does not deserve them. So please be careful. You only get 1 mastery reset card per season. This is a mistake that you will probably regret if you maxed out a bad mastery unit, so be careful. Now to the nerfs. We all know that Onomushas are really good, so this might adjust them a little, okay? So the disruption will be reduced from 0.8 seconds to 0.5, and their slashing armor penetration will be reduced by around 250, I think. Slashing damage will be reduced by around less than 100, okay? Orochi Samurai will have the same disruption adjustment of 0.8 seconds to 0.5. So we can assume that this will balance these units out. I'm not going to say throw them out of the table or put them into the trash because they're still good. When it comes to the Inudao, this will actually solve the spam problem of this unit. So read this. Mountain Red should be charged for at least 2.5 seconds before using Dread Unleashed for it to have a knockback effect. So you enter with full charge, you do your skill. Some people at this point will do what? They will simply press the skill and press it again quickly and just get out. This will not happen anymore. You need to stay there for 2.5 seconds and charge your skill to actually have a knockback effect. And they will get their slashing damage reduced by 50. I think this is a minor nerf and probably will keep Inudao as a meta unit for the current season. These are slight nerfs for the Imperial Javeliners and Javelin Sergeants. I feel sorry if you have both. I don't know, but I think they are minor adjustments. I mean, the damage is reduced, but not by much. I mean, Javelin Sergeants, they're reduced from 50 to like 20, so not a big deal. The piercing damage multiplier, same. But they did increase their tracking ability, like their accuracy. Especially the Javelin Sergeants have their accuracy increased by approximately 13%. Now this is a huge nerf for the Imperial Spear Guards. Okay, so the duration of the crowd control effect immunity obtained for every 3 attacks taken by the unit decreased from 2 seconds to 1 second. And the damage taken reduction decreased from 15% to 10%, and the defense increased bonus is lowered from 30% to 15%. Their HP did increase, but that's not a big deal. Their slashing defense is increased, and their blunt defense is also increased. But overall, I see this as a nerf, not as a buff. But it will help you spread your unit because the buff or the passive that you did depend on Cover Commander for is no longer that effective. So this will really help you spread your unit and just like press V and C and so on. This is a minor adjustment for the horses' places. They will be increased to 15. And for beginner quest, yeah. So we have adjustments for the tutorial and adjustments for the returning hero. Okay, I'll just let you read this in case you're interested. But what really did catch my eye is, 1, the general optimization. So you should feel an increase even slightly in the FPS. They did decrease the video memory consumption for the texture usage and the number of texture required for frame animation in the UI interface have been reduced. Memory occupation, network drop problems. And read this, unit actions when disconnected optimizations. So before, so many people did abuse this bug in the game, especially in ranked. So what is the bug? It's simply when you are stuck with your unit, you simply Alt F4 and close the game, and the game will do what? Instantly, the game will make you and your unit disappear. You can literally do this in 5 seconds time if you see me charging from far away with cavalry towards your unit, which is probably ranged. And voila, you just disappear. And you'll just like re-log in and enter the game with the unit intact. This is no more. I'm so happy with this. You can't imagine how happy I am with this optimization to stop people from abusing this thing in the game. So now, while in battle, if a player experiences disconnection or a crash, the unit will immediately start to retreat. They will not disappear. They will start retreating. Okay? So if you are that super unlucky and did have a real disconnection, your unit will start to retreat, so no harm in that. But if you are abusing this, the enemy will still have 8-second chance to kill you and your unit. And these are some bug fixes and optimizations. The most important thing in bug fixes and optimizations are this last note. The defense value of all armor types has been adjusted. And that was it. See you soon in the battlefield or the